What's happening, YouTube? Caliber here. We're here to do another Epic 7 video, guys. We're going to be doing a video here, guys, talking about my Guild Wars teams I use. Maybe I'm going to start doing a little bit more PvP oriented videos and stuff like that. But we're going to cover my Guild Wars team, what they're made of, what gear they're wearing, what type of sets they have on them, and all that good stuff. Just for you guys have an idea what I use. I can also use these as a reference point in Guild Wars videos where it's like, hey, I use this comp, boom, you can go back to this video and check it out. Kind of streamline this a little bit. So we're going to hop in here and yeah, let's get to this. All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Oxlots and my Little Queen Charlotte team. I like using a lot of stuff. A lot of people have asked me, what is this team made of? What makes it tick? And we're going to show it off right here, guys. So we got an imprint of 8.7 on him, which goes to both the top and the front. And you know, I don't have any Mologoras in here. Now, one of the things I would love the Mologora is mana injection. I don't do that because I haven't found the need for it yet. I mean, there's been situations where I've lost fights because I didn't have that, and that could have helped me out. And that would be really good for me. But that's something on my list of things I really want to do. As far as his S3 is okay. But then again, I haven't found a need to use this. Now, a good strong silence does work on things. I do run a Tegel's Ancient Book on him at all times. This book does not leave him. It stays on Oxlots at all times. It's just his book. It gives me my soul burn for my Little Queen Charlotte. We have a 64k CP here, a 1900 attack, 939 defense, 1500 health. I really like to have him with thick health, man, because he's going to take some hits sometimes. And if Little Queen Charlotte can't protect him, I need him to survive for the next round where he's able to do things. We're rocking 246 speed here, which is super sexy, super fast, and I love it. 55 critical hit chance and 178 critical hit damage. One thing I do want to change about him is I do want to get his Last Awakening. I've just been lazy and have not got it. I'm pretty sure if I went in here, I could probably afford doing it right now. And like I said, I could do it right now. So we're going to go ahead and get that Last Awakening. It's going to give us a little extra health. He was at 15k health, so this will help out just a little bit, Nothing too crazy, but every little bit of health on Oxlots helps out. Yeah, he went up an extra 196. Nothing too special. But this is my Oxlots. He's the one I open up my turns with. I go ahead and I move in with this S2. I CR push Little Queen Charlotte to the front and I start doing work. I'm rocking this on him right here. It took me a while before I rolled really good speed gear. I went like a whole entire year without anything over plus 12 almost. And yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Rocking this ring right here. This is probably one of my greater weaknesses here with the 7 speed on here. If I can get this ring replaced with a 15 speed ring, whew, I'll have a fast Oxlots, man. I'm going over to here with the 40 speed boots. The stats on these are just absolutely horrendous, man. There's nothing on here where I'm like, these are good boots. These are just boots that give them speed. Nothing too great. We got the standard level 67 chest piece that comes out of normal raids. Pretty good stuff here with the health percentage, defense percentage, and the 12 speed, which is pretty freaking sexy. My lifesteal helmet, my 88 lifesteal helmet, decided to roll nothing but speed on here. And I was like, who could use a little bit of speed gear? Let's give it to Oxlots. This is my fabled weapon. This is my very first weapon that I ever rolled that had 15 speed on there, and it happened to be a hit set. It really felt bad when I rolled that, but there we go. 15 speed weapon right there. So as you can see here, for a build like this, you kind of need to have quite a bit of high speed rolls. Now, there's some improvements that can be done here for sure. This chest piece, if it was a 15 speed plus chest, and this ring here could definitely take me to the next level, pushing me 260 speeds and stuff like that with the Oxlots, which is my goal eventually. Right, so this is my Oxlots. So normally I rock Midnight Bloom on him. I don't really have anything in particular where I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to run this on him. But I really like Midnight Bloom. It really fleshes out my Little Queen Charlotte. This is my Little Queen Charlotte here, rocking at 62% critical hit chance. You throw Midnight Bloom on that with another 16%. That puts me at 78 critical hit chance. If I'm attacking dark units, that's gonna put me up to a 88 to a 93% crit chance, if I'm not mistaken. 91, above 90. So yeah, that's basically what we got going on here. That's why I like running Midnight Bloom on my lots. All right, so we got that artifact covered. We got the dual attack chance, 1.8%. Still trying to get that up. Now, this is why I really like this team. I've seen different variations of this team used. I've seen Isera used. I've seen, I just really like this team right now. This is the flavor of the week for me, for sure, because it really has not failed me. It's been pretty freaking consistent. I do a CR push here, healing magic to recover to health, increase combat readiness by 80% of an ally before increasing the caster's combat readiness by 30%, amount recovered proportional to allies' max health. So I shoot this over to little Queen Charlotte. There's nothing but dark units on the other side. She's taking hits. She's taking them well. I hit her with that. She gets a little heal. I toss this on there. Okay, strengthen the magic recovery, the health, increasing combat readiness by 10%, and continuous healing for 3 turns to all allies. I throw this sucker on her, and she has a 3-turn continuous healing. With all the CR pushing, with all the freaking soul burning she's doing, she cycles so many turns, she is freaking auto healing every freaking round. On top of the fact she has an S3 that heals herself. So normally my Charlotte is always at max health, or she's somewhere very, very close to that. Boot wise, we're rocking some speed boots here. These are definitely not the best in slot boots, but they're working. We got this nice little ring here that has a little bit of effective resist, a little extra defense to make them thick. We got this necklace here with some nice sexy health, some effectiveness, some defense on there. The defense is what I was after to make him tanky. Speed chest here with some health, speed, effective resistance, the crit chance, whatever. I'm going in here with the helmet with the attack percentage, the speed, the defense, the critical damage, and going in here with this nice little dagger. Basically went in there for the speed. Now, my overall goal for lots is to probably keep them around 15k, 1400 defense, and try to push that speed barrier somewhere around 210 to 220 speed is where I want to be with this guy. Ideally, if I could pull it off. It's going to take a lot of work to get there, but I want that sexy turn cycling. He's level 60. His last awakening in here, which would probably be beneficial to grab at some point in time, is a health percentage, which is going to make him a little extra thicker. It's something I can eventually get if I farm it up, the fused nerves. Nothing too special, but it's definitely something worth going for on him, and that's definitely a goal. As far as his abilities go here, I would like to max out his S2 here to get that 100% combat readiness push. I have been shortened a few times on this, not be able to do this. I wish I had the Molagora resources to put in the lots and ox lots to make them amazing like that, but I have not put my resources in that. Plus the extra healing that would come from him would be super sexy, and I really would like to do that. All right, so we got little Queen Charlotte here. She is my absolute joy here, man. Going with that damage reduction to all allies right there. We almost got that maxed out. I'm trying to max her out all the way. That damage reduction is going to help out protecting ox slots and lots. As you've seen, they both have 15k hit points, but you want to make sure they can take the hits, and you want to make sure she can take the hits. So this is pretty sexy on her. I'm going to finish maxing it out. She's rocking a destruction set because and a defense self imprint of defense here. The reason I'm rocking a destruction set on her and not anything else is I was just trying to go for the high critical hit damage here of 306. I knew this set was going to pull it off pretty easily, and it was going to have okay attack and okay hit points in defense. So I wanted to make her somewhat tankier, but not super glass cannon like. Glass cannon Queen Charlotte doesn't go very far in my opinion. So we got this rocking right here with the 3,332 attack, the 1,119 defense, the 13.7k health, the 123 speed, 62 critical hit chance, and 306 critical hit damage. She's pretty much perfect as she is. I prefer Uber's Tooth on her. I do like running Oath Key on her when I'm attacking Violets and stuff like that, or anybody that might have evasion on them. I'll run Oath Key on her. But general rule of thumb, I usually stick with Uber's Tooth for that extra little kick after I've done doing a little bit of damage there. Going in here with her boots here, they have some critical hit, critical damage, some health, and effectiveness. Effectiveness is not needed. Going in here with the ring with the attack percentage, critical hit damage to critical hit chance, some health in there, some flat defense. It's a pretty decent ring for being tanky. Going in here with the critical damage necklace with the health percentage, the attack percentage, the critical hit chance. A little bit of effective resistance doesn't hurt either. Going in here with some this weapon that has some critical damage, effective resistance, a little bit of speed, nothing too special. It could definitely be a better piece of equipment for sure. And right here, critical hit damage, health percentage, just rolled a lot of health on there, which was super good with low attack and critical hit chance, but the health was really, really sexy. Going in here with some defense percentage on this chest piece with some speed, some critical damage, and critical hit chance. These pieces just kind of rolled all over the place, so I just kind of went with it, and it's been working really well for her. Now, let's touch on her S3. Her S1 right here is basically like, it's basically potato mode, man. It's basically potato mode. The immunity for one turn is pretty nice, but we got that Will of Lamar there. This one right here smashes the enemy with the sword, penetrating defense by 50%, deals increased damage against dark element enemies, recovers health of the caster proportional to damage dealt. Do a soul burn, you get an extra turn with it. This is why my Oxlots rotting Tagles on him, where I can get that sexy soul burn. This does take a max Tagles to work, kind of. I mean, you can probably do it without, but it's nice to have that soul burn from turn one. Now, one thing I will say is I was more worried about critical hit damage than I was attack because of this skill here. When I'm attacking dark element enemies, I want to be able to hit them. I want to be able to penetrate their defense by 50%, and I want to get that extra 300% crit damage to do some heavy damage. I will say this, taking out ML Kins, taking out all these different ML units, dark ML units is not an issue. Units I have had an issue with in the past that are dark element, dark corvuses, I have not taken out one shot. There's a few of them I have not taken out one shot. ML Crozet have not taken out one shot. FSS's not always one-shotted either, depending on if they're glass cannon, bruiser type or not. But yeah, this pretty much just chunks right through some of these units. I'm mainly using it for, if you kill their offense, they don't have a good, their defense is gone, right? So that's the idea behind this. Kill their offense. She doesn't have to be super special. She doesn't have to be super quick to, destroy these units. Ideally, where I'd like to have her is 300 crit damage. I'd like to have her at least 75 critical hit chance, if not 80, for I don't have to run that artifact on lots. I would like to have her at least 160, 170 speed with about 3,500 attack is where I would aim. 14k health, 1200 defense if I could pull that off. Now, I don't know if those stats are achievable, but that's what I would like to aim for when I get a gear set for her. Pretty much what I'd be aiming for is some critical damage, some critical hits, some attack percentage and health percentage stats on everything. And hopefully I roll high enough where I can go for some speed boots here where I don't have to worry about going for the attack percentage boots. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. If you guys want to see more showcases of the units I use, leave a comment below. And maybe I'll start doing some more showcase videos and stuff like that of the teams that I use in Guild Wars. Maybe eventually we'll move that over some PvP stuff where I can show off my PvP teams and how I've been using that stuff. And eventually we'll be stepping back in RTA here somewhere in the future. I definitely took a step back away from RTA. It wasn't feeling very good to me. Everybody was running the same comps and stuff like that. After stepping away from some serious RTA and serious arena playing for a little bit, I'm feeling revitalized and ready to hop back in here. So go ahead and hit a like button, leave a comment below, all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys later. You guys have yourselves a great day.